Robert Hardman, the redoubtable journalist who's written a book about the Queen and her last months and the royal family's turbulence over the last couple of years, the 3 years since Harry and Meghan quit the fold and headed for California. Now, we remember in the midst of this, they had a daughter who they called Lilibet. Lilibet was, of course, the Queen's nickname when she was a little girl because she herself could not get her tongue around her name, Elizabeth, and she used to call herself Lilibet, so that was her
it's a
nickname.
really personal
and
name.
Harry and Meghan adopted that for their daughter, Lilibet. And then everybody said, yeah, they've nicked the Queen's name. She won't be. No, Harry and Meghan issued a statement. No, we would never have done this without Her Majesty's permission. She's four square behind us, blah, blah, blah. They issued legal threats to newspapers who suggested that the Queen was not happy about them nicking the name Lilibet. They said, no, the Queen has a... Anyway, the Queen is as revealed, as I should say, I suppose, as alleged in Robert Hardman's book, although he's a very fine journalist and wouldn't speculate irresponsibly. In Robert's book, it says that the Queen aides said they had never seen Her Majesty more furious. She was absolutely spitting blood about this, that they nicked her name, they didn't ask her, and when, in effect, Harry and Meghan said, come on, Palace, Buckingham Palace, back us up because we're threatening the newspapers, Buckingham Palace said, no, you're on your own, and guess what happened to their legal threats? To the news? They just disappeared.
What is so remarkable? I mean, it's very clear that these two had no interest in having those children meet their great-grandmother, no interest in building bridges with the royal family, getting around the Christmas dinner table. They just wanted to use that name for their own publicity, to shore up their idea that they're still royals, that there's the Duke and Duchess, that they're very important, that they've got the Queen's backing, reminding everyone that their children have royal blood. I mean, come on, don't use your great-granny's nickname if you're not even going to take the kids to visit great-granny.
Yeah, and if you're not going to ask her. They didn't ask her. She was shocked and furious about it. And then they tried to claim they did ask her. We'd have never done that without Her Majesty's permission. They didn't have, according to Robert Hardman's book, they did not have that permission. So if these stories are true, and as I say, I respect Robert Hardman, we all should, great journalist. If these stories are true, it's another tale of these two telling outright lies.
Oh, they can't help themselves, can they? They are just the epitome of grifters.
And also some very moving chapters in Robert's book that came out is being serialised in the Daily Mail. Shouldn't really advertise our rivals, but it is a good read. That came out on Friday and Saturday, the last moments of the Queen, where she actually, she knew she was dying and she did her papers for the last day.
She did her paperwork and left 2 letters,
And she left 2 letters, one for her son. Who's the other one for? Do we know?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, she wrote 2 letters and then quietly slipped away. So her last act was duty.
Yeah.
Last thing she did was to complete her papers for the day, and then she quietly, she had 2 letters with her, and she quietly slipped away. So the book is full of the most extraordinary revelations, but this one today clears something up for me, because I couldn't imagine that the Queen gave her permission for this kid to be called Lilibet, and now we know what I believe to be the truth.